Last time on The Ties That Bind, Garrick approached Azma with a favor to assist him in some of the other town guards in a raid in which Azma would pose as the Wraith, Dragon Rest's vigilante, and Garrick's alternate identity. Azma agreed to help his friend. The additional bonus that one of the Deadeye's shadows may be in attendance was merely icing on the cake. With Garrick's Wraith equipment, Azma managed to slip in unnoticed and subdue a Deadeye guard on patrol. But all hell broke loose as soon as the raid truly began. Focusing in on a masked female assassin who appeared to be in charge, Azma delivered a devastating combination and sent the femme fatale flying into the warehouse basement. Giving pursuit into the sewers, Azma and the assassin traded blows until Garrick caught up. With few options remaining, the Flirty Fury sprung her trap and dove away into the city's waterway, igniting a noxious trap on her way out. Escaping the hallucinatory gas with Garrick in arm, Azma fled the scene. All this time, Denier, Wolfgang, and T-Wig attended a festival thrown by Xander Crowley to alleviate the worries that had been plaguing the city of Dragon's Rest. Mr. Crowley was fascinated by T-Wig and their proposal to assist in the production of his crops. And a short audience with Lady Tia led to an invitation to the throne room for our heroes the next day. Azma caught up with his friends and filled them in on his discoveries. And as the machinations continue to come together, our heroes were left with many questions to answer. So you guys stayed at the party until you felt it was time to leave and you went your separate ways. T-Wig, I assume you accompanied Wolfgang back to his estate.
Yeah, probably. I need to return the suit, so.
Yeah. Denier, where would you head off to after all of the children went to bed and you got tuckered out?
He would after he dealt with the children, he probably hung out with Venariel for a while to make sure she was entertained. So he would probably escort Venariel back to the Whistlestein Spire if she was heading that way.
Yeah, she would have left with Tia probably earlier in the night.
Okay, then he would have just gone back to the Whistlestein Spire.
All right. And Azma, as you return back to your domicile, what do you do as you enter your room?
Azma checks the whole room to see if anyone's there.
Roll a perception check.
Alrighty. Azma's a little bit cagey because of earlier. Perception. I perceive 12.
As you look around the room, you don't seem to notice anything amiss. So you lock the door behind you.
I flick the 5 locks.
And as you turn around...
Chain, deadbolt, key. I got the whole works.
And as you turn around, you see 2 eyes staring at you from the corner.
What color are the eyes?
They're dark. Like, there's just kind of a shadow sitting in the corner staring at you.
Is it sitting down or standing up?
Standing.
Azma pulls out both blades and readies an action.
Hi. You hear a familiar voice call out to you.
Can you tell me who you are? Or can you not say?
You just call me you. I mean, we've met a few times. He steps out from the corner. And yeah, as he steps into the moonlight of the window, the familiar scarred drow stands before you.
Oh, God.
Busy night. Took a while to find you.
I was acting all silly at a party.
What's that like? Parties.
You'd have to be there to understand it.
I guess. Never been.
So why did you, let yourself in instead of waiting to knock on my door?
Oh, well, I was told to find you, and I did. And now I'm here because I have a message. There we go. That one. Well, my master, he's not very happy about the loss of his sword. He kind of wants that back.
Okay. Is
Give
that
it
it?
to me, please. He holds out his hand.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Well, get it then, I guess.
How long do I have it for?
I don't know. He said that there would be consequences if he doesn't get it back, though.
Can you repeat that next? Sorry, you cut out a little bit.
He said there'd be consequences if he didn't get it back, though.
Your master said he wants me to find the man who sent the assassins after him, right?
Yes, I also wanted an update on that one.
I'm getting closer. Want to know where I was tonight? I was fighting one of the lieutenants. Second in command. The you of them, if that makes sense.
Oh, so that's what a party is? Maybe I have been to a few.
No, it's a different kind of party.
Oh, I
And
guess.
your note. I can get the sword back, maybe. Depending. It's hinging on whether or not I get the information I need. Let's just say the reason why I'm able to find the man who's killing, or rather wanted to kill your master, is because that sword worked as collateral. I can get it back.
Well, I'll see what he says to that, but kind of shrugs his arms. Oh, one other thing. He said that since things didn't go the way he wanted, he instead is offering you a chance to make things right from your escape. And he sets what looks to be a kind of like a, it looks like a ring, like he holds it out in his hand. The brim of it, like the end of the ring, you know, the cap, whatever the fuck, the head of the ring, I don't know what the fuck you call that. It's kind of a wide circle, and it has a little design that you can't quite make out on it. It's probably about an inch in diameter.
Azma will walk up to it and hold out his hand.
He puts the ring in your hand. You are to
I'm gonna-
brand. You are to brand 100 dead bodies with this. He said you'll be scored on them. I don't know exactly what that means. I feel like it's arbitrary.
I'm being scored for how I kill.
Well, you're being scored for what you brand, I guess. Is how he put it.
Azma looks right at the ring.
As you look at it, you feel kind of a tingle on your chest as you look at the sigil on the front. It seems to be the same thing emblazoned on you.
What happens if I brand them?
Can't say.
Azma slips it on, realizing he's kind of in a bind here. Kind of puts it on.
You don't
On his
need to
right
wear
hand,
it.
his pointer finger, he has the magic ring. Middle finger, he has the defense ring, and now
Yeah,
his
this isn't a magic ring, so it's not going to count as like a ring equip or anything like that.
ring finger. He's just going to put it on his ring finger itself.
Yeah, you don't need to wear it at all times if you don't need to. Just use it to brand the bodies.
Okay then.
Azma turns the ring around, so the actual symbol is kind of in the palm of his hand instead.
All right. It's a little awkward closing your hand because the brim is kind of wide on it, but
I'll get used to it.
yeah, that's basically what I'm here for. Can I stay here?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, okay. Yeah. that
Because
makes sense.
truthfully, I wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for you. So I kinda hate you a little bit. Pretty sure we killed you too, and you still got back up again. I love that magic trick.
Yeah, it's kind of handy.
How many times have you done it?
I don't know. 5 times, maybe more. You
Aslan can like start.
They kind of blend together after a while.
Aslan's kind of startled to that.
How old are you?
I don't know. spend a lot of my time underground. You don't really, count time, especially when you live with,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go find a place to live then.
You're
yeah.
not leaving?
Well, somebody has to keep eyes on you.
Fuck. Azma says to under his breath.
So
Thank you for...
Azma hold open the door, undoes all the locks.
Thank you for swinging by, and thank you for the gift and the message.
Oh yeah, no problem. Get you around, I guess. Tell everybody else I say hi. Oh, but not about the other things. The other things are kind of a just you thing. I don't think they'd like those.
Me? No. You're just you, I'm just me.
Yeah. I thought you were Asmo.
Thanks for swinging by, you.
Azma holds open the door, grimacing.
All right. He kind of waves and then boop, disappears.
I didn't even need to open the
Door,
door.
and Azma slams it as hard as he can.
Ow!
He was invisible the whole time.
Yes. I'm fine.
Azma locks the door, ignoring what he's saying. Azma realizes taking that sword was a bad idea.
Fuck. Need to get that back.
Azma looks down at the brand and
100 bodies. I don't even know 100 people.
And with that, you're left for the rest of your evening.
100 people gotta die. Writing that down real fast. Don't tell Wolfgang.
He probably wouldn't approve.
The 100 Bad Deeds of Azmo.
He gave you a Raditz compromise.
Oof. The consequences will never be the same.
Oh, dude, he just Davy Jones'd you.
Yeah, he really Davy Jones'd me. Damn it!
Sneaky
With
Joe.
that, you spend the rest of your night either worrying about this shit or sleeping if you're able. Would the rest of you have informed Asmo about the audience with the royals?
Probably, yeah, once we
Yeah, I
regain the
imagine we
senses.
would.
Okay. So in the morning, where would you have deigned to meet up before said said event?
Probably the same place we always meet up, the meat house.
In the morning, you all decide to meet up at the meat house.
I mean, it's got meat in the name.
It's great for breakfasts, probably.
Eggs. A lot of eggs.
Protein to start your day.
Eggs, bacon, and toast,
All right.
Who gets there first?
Go ahead and roll initiative on that one, I guess.
13.
+0. Let's go. 10.
That's not bad.
It's right in the middle.
21.
I'm gonna.
22.
I was gonna average out T-Wig and Wolfgang's initiatives.
Oh, I'm sorry, Connor.
No worries. You still beat Asmo there, who literally lives right next to it.
I want to believe he lives in an apartment complex above it, so we just open up the window and just go.
Yeah, your window overlooks it. Daenerys, you're the first one in. You get in there like pre-noon, like kind of relatively mid-morning.
Mm-hmm.
You see Pig just kind of like polishing up a window up front. Oh, hello, Master Cat. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful this morning. How about yourself, Pig?
I was doing good. Stayed up late last night. I got a little lucky.
Yeah, I saw your shack at the party.
Yeah. It's good business. Can you believe them clouds what says where's to go? It was crazy.
Magic can be a little bit crazy like that, yeah.
Hey, magic. What do
Somebody
you do
must
thing
like
that?
you.
Oh, he kind of blushes a little.
Daenerys smiles and settles down at his table, and he pulls out one of his books to read while he waits for everybody to show up.
Now, you don't have to wait too long as Wolfgang and T-Wig come walking down the street.
Well, good morning.
Howdy do.
Hello.
I mean, top of the morning to you.
Well, we're not on the top, we're on the ground, Wolfgang.
Figure of speech.
Oh.
Quite the party last night, huh?
I suppose. Sort of predictable.
I can't believe that guy was, like, voluntarily poisoning himself. That's pretty messed up.
Well, it's a minor poison. It causes a sense of euphoria when taken in small doses.
Still a poison, though.
Still a poison.
T-Wig, did you know that there are certain towns that outright outlaw that kind of poison?
Well, it makes sense. I mean, think about it.
While you guys are discussing this, Asmo's starting to roll up.
And
he
speaking of illicit substances, how you doing, Azma?
Azma pulls up a chair. Oh, I had a heck of a night, let me just tell you.
You seemed like it.
Yep. Long night.
You ate the
Didn't
whole
sleep,
ham.
So we're going to the... We are going to the we're gonna have a thing today. At the
Yeah, we're speaking of the
castle.
Royals. Yeah, we're speaking of the Royals.
Dude, I got something I need to request of them anyways.
What's
Pig
that?
comes out and slaps a large plate of sausage. It looks like a volcano of sausage as the links kind of wrap up.
Oh,
I turn and look at that pig.
Hey,
this is a lot.
Well, compared to what he normally eats, points over to Asmo, it's a fair amount for the morning, I suppose.
Oh, yes.
I consume so much food.
Well,
He
I mean,
does.
you and Denier are obligate carnivores, so this makes sense.
And he is not allowed near the library.
Who, Denier? Why?
No, you.
Why? I can read.
You know why.
Oh, I thought you meant your library. Yeah, the public library. I'm not allowed.
You're not allowed in my library either.
That's not fair. You have
wait, you have a
booze there.
library?
You hide your good whiskey in there. That's not
Well,
fair.
Maybe
does,
you
he
shouldn't
has
have
a
taught my
library.
son the word fuck at the age of 1.
Hey, you say this, but that kid's gonna be popular because Uncle Fuck comes around every now and then.
Yes, Wolfgang has a library. It's very nice. There's lots of poetry books and, like, books about different stuff and, like, monsters and things.
Interesting. Denier just gives a little sly grin.
There's also this one book which was about this lady who was in love with this guy and it was all romantic and stuff. That one wasn't half bad. By the way, Denier, I had a question for you.
Yes.
Do you still have Little Orb?
The snow globe?
Yes. We wanted to look at it, if that is okay.
Sure. He'll dig into his pocket, he'll pull out the snow globe, and he will sit it on the table in front of T-Wig.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pick it up again.
All right, it begins to vibrate violently again.
Okay, I'm just gonna clench it. I'm gonna hold it.
All right, as you hold it, it vibrates and shatters.
Oh no!
I try and grab all the pieces
crystals
off the ground.
the crystals begin to spray everywhere in this multicolored. Basically, it looks like a prismatic spray, but it has absolutely no, magical effect.
Oh my god, I can't believe Wolfgang broke your orb.
What the?
That's so awful. That's so terrible.
I just shake in place.
Wolfgang, how could you?
Denier, we are so sorry. Oh.
Grab my head and the ears just go all the way down as I try and scoop up the pieces. Shit, I'm so sorry.
Good news, none of these shards landed in the sausage.
Thank God. We could
T-Wig,
probably see if
okay.
we can get this fixed.
I have magic for this kind of thing. It's going to take me a little bit. It's going to be a giant jigsaw puzzle, but I think I can fix it. It's okay. It's only a trinket.
Okay.
If it was something more important, I wouldn't. How do I say this? If it was something important, that would be a different story. But this is just a trinket. Trinkets can be replaced.
We are sorry about this.
It's okay. No worries.
I
And
sit back down in the table.
he picks up what he can of the snow globe. And he especially tries to get any shards of the crystal that was there.
All right,
Yeah,
they
I-
were very, very tiny, so
I will help as well because I destroyed it.
Yeah, they're kind of like little dust particles almost. Like they're
Oof.
it's like the snow in a snow globe.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
gathering that stuff, especially with like the water drenching about, that's going to be kind of difficult. Let's see. What would be a good roll for something like that? I'm guessing a.
Probably investigation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Probably investigation with disadvantage on these.
Okay. That's a nat one. I'm not getting anything back.
Yeah, you're looking around and while you're trying to like look around, the pig comes out and just like he just pushes a broom. Sorry about the mess. Not sure what happened here. Kind of brushes it out into the street.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, we've got passage to the north. We can always get another one.
Farewell, racist snow globe. I hardly knew ye.
Oh shit.
It's all good. It's just a trinket. I originally got it for a spell component anyway.
Okay.
So with that and your breakfast consumed, I'm assuming you're gonna make your way up to the palace.
Yep.
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 All right. Let's see.
T-Wig is just gonna hang their head the entire time.
All right, you begin wandering up to the palace gates. You see Garrick's brother at the front gate.
Oh. What was his name again? I'm sorry. I'm looking at my
Yorick.
notes here. Yorick.
Oh. That's a good name. I like that name.
Of course.
Shut up! Don't judge me!
Hey, Yorick,
Yeah.
how's it going?
It's going all right. My brother's on medical leave right now, so I'm a little worried about him, but state your business.
We're here for the meeting with the royals.
Yes, I was told to expect you. All right.
By the way, tell your brother, if you get to see him, that here's hoping he bounces back real soon and is up to what he is usually up to.
Yes, apparently there was a noxious explosion that went on down in the warehouse district.
An explosion.
Yeah, there was a raid ongoing and they lost 6 guards. Luckily, I guess somebody left a window open at the top, so the place ventilated more than it would have, but it was chaos. They actually had to send some palace guards in to clean it up.
They're very lucky that someone did that.
Yeah.
Wolfgang doesn't turn his head, but his eyes shift over to Azma.
Either way, they're expecting that my brother should make a full recovery, but some aren't so lucky. Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't be mixing my personal matters with business. Let's head up.
We're friends with him, so it makes sense.
It's the only reason I felt like I could. Let's
He'll be
let's
okay.
carry on.
He's gonna be okay. He's a tough son of a bitch.
He is. And Yorick leads you up to the palace, and trades you off with another guard who lets you further inside.
What does he get for
And-
us?
He gets his old post back. And he basically they let you up into the palace. That is the wrong one.
What a happy
Whoa!
day.
It's a grooving time here at the
Dance in
palace.
there!
We've discovered a new kind of music. It's called swing music.
Look at me dance.
You'll have D&D Shigeru.
All right. Well, you step into the throne room, and you're greeted by the familiar sight of Bahum in the throne, Tia off to his left, Tia off to his left, and Harish off to his right, just kind of standing there. But there is a third being with them right now, a very small, little kobold-like man. Well, he's a kobold. He's a tiny mirror-scaled kobold. He looks mirror-scaled, as in very silver, very clean silver.
Ooh.
I'm gonna. Can I lean towards Wolfgang and point to the kobold and be like,
Is that Bahum?
No.
Oh.
That is a kobold. I would know what kobolds were, right?
Yeah, they don't stick around too much, and you've never seen one with this type of scaling, but they're not an uncommon race here in the capital, as you know, it's run by dragons. He wears a white robe with silver lining and belt, and he has platinum rings that hang around his neck and wrists. And he has long, droopy dragon-like whiskers that come off the side of his snout that form kind of a Fu Manchu.
nice.
In his hand, he grasps a platinum quarter staff that's about twice as tall as his 3-foot frame.
How old? Can we tell? Is he old or young?
He looks fairly old.
Man.
And he seems to be communing with Bahum and Hresh and Tia. But when the doors open and you start to walk in, his attention and their attention immediately shifts to you. You could roll a perception check, and actually, with your passive perception, you would have heard this, T-Wig, but everybody else can roll a perception to see if they can catch something from his conversation.
9.
22.
And sorry, I'm clicking it, but it's
Might be delayed.
9. I'm sorry, that was a long wait for nothing.
It's okay. Denier, T-Wig, you make out part of the conversation as you're coming in. That's, they're apparently speaking about the monastery at Platinum Peak. Your father is showing signs of... Oh! Hello? Ah, yes, welcome. Bahum beckons towards you. We were
Denier
expecting
bows
you.
respectfully.
I completely copied Denier because I still don't know what to do in these situations. I just kind of like, oh, he's doing that, I'm going to do it too.
Yes, please come forward. He beckons you toward the throne as you walk down the long open room with the massive open air space behind them, looking out over the town and towards the peak or the summit of Platinum Peak.
Denier will approach.
I'm glad that you could all make it here this morning. Very good to have you. As you approach, Wolfgang, the small kobold, walks up to you and starts examining you. Is this the one, sir? Yes. He looks you up and down, and he begins to rise up on his tail to kind of like look you in the eye as he's like balancing on his tail and holding onto his staff. He looks you over and reaches his hand out and plucks a hair out of your head.
Ow, mother!
Terribly sorry. Slides back down the pole and onto his feet. He puts the hair into one of his pockets. And then he changes it.
Can I roll insight to see why he did that? Because I know hairs can be used as spell components.
Oh yeah, go for it.
19.
He doesn't look like a wizard. So you're not, you at least don't think that he would be using this as a spell component.
Just clutching my head. What was that for?
Oh, I need to test a theory, if you don't mind, sir.
Theory?
Yes. Worry not about that, though.
Involves my hair.
Yes. Yes, it does. Might involve you. But that's why it's a theory now. He starts to
Whatever.
he
Isn't
starts to
that
kind of like
gross?
wander. Oh, sorry.
That piece of hair is yours, Wolfgang. He shouldn't take that.
No, he shouldn't, but I'm not going to argue. We came here for something else. Am I bleeding?
No, you're not bleeding. You're fine.
I pat you on the head.
Put my hat back on.
He's actually examining you now, T-Wig. What
I don't
manner
have
of-
hair, so don't try and pull something else off.
Oh, I assure you that was a one and done. Terribly sorry, by the way. What manner of being are you? I have not
I
seen
am
your kind. You are a T-Wig.
Well, I am T-Wig.
The one and only. My name is Sheen.
Sheen, I love him.
Sheen.
Sheen.
Is he a fan of Ultralord?
He's probably never heard of it. But he
Is,
might enjoy it.
which son is he?
I don't understand these references.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then
Gotcha.
Sheen is from Jimmy Neutron. He's the kid obsessed with Ultralord.
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
There we go. That.
That's
Uh,
where my brain went.
Yep.
yes, forgiveness. Master Sheen here is the Grand Master of the monastery at Platinum Peak.
Monastery.
Yes. Yes, they oversee the acquisition of the platinum mined from within. And there are also devout monks training to, I guess, enlightenment, was it? Yes, we seek to commune with the great platinum one.
I can tell your outfit's worth almost as much as my house.
What is a platinum one?
The three siblings look towards each other. They're referring to our father.
Oh,
He's been in stasis for some time, healing after the events of the war 1,000 years ago, atop Platinum Peak. Yes, we've been overseeing him for this much time. But I should be on my way. Thank you for the hair, and sorry for the pain. He begins to kind of march out. Anyway, on to the business at hand, I suppose. Terribly sorry for that. We request your presence at the Silver Rock Summit in 1 week's time.
Silver Rock. That Silver Rock is the one where what's his face is from, right?
Yes, Barristan Kench.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
As the individuals who brought our two nations to peace, your presence would be most welcome and appreciated.
Well, Denier, looks like we can get you a replacement for that snow globe.
Snow globe. Bahum looks vexed.
it was not my fault. It was Wolfgang did it.
I just point at Wolfgang because I don't know what else to do.
A trinket that I
Glares.
had from Meternoct until recent.
I can't believe
It's
Wolfgang would
a
break
trivial
that thing.
matter.
I assume it should be no problem to replace then.
Indeed.
And Bahum's eyes drift back over to you, T-Wig. You.
I sweat oil.
You must be T-Wig, the one I've heard much
yes.
about lately.
We are T-Wig. You must be Bahum then?
Yes.
It is nice to meet you.
How do you find this? How do you find this land, T-Wig? I'm curious. From all the information that I've gathered, you seem to be very much a revenant of of nature.
It feels that way. But it feels in other ways too. There is a strangeness here. Perhaps this is just something I don't know. There. It is hard to explain, I guess. I wonder about the three of you a lot.
What about?
And, well, there's people who talk about you, and they worry that you don't care. Do you care?
I care a great deal about many things. In what regard do you?
People. Lives that
About-
are shorter than yours.
I care for people, yes, but the individual is difficult to care for.
I want to insight check that.
I want to insight it too.
Go for it. Insight
Oh,
check a
5.
dragon.
God damn. No.
Natural 20.
Oh
you beat
my
the
god!
That'll do it. As you look at Bahum, you see what looks to be the look of you begin to see like the true age on his face as he kind of like glances out pondering that question. And you truly wonder exactly how many of these conversations has he had over the years? How many people has sat in front of him and spoken to him? How many of those people have turned to nothing but dust since then? Elves, humans, what have you. You don't know exactly how many of them he could possibly even remember. This man is, as far as you can tell, timeless. He speaks of 1,000 years ago as if it was yesterday.
T-Wig will kind of tilt and look, not understanding the insight.
How often do you walk amongst men? Just as a person, going about their life.
It has been a long time.
You might find that the view can sometimes be better at the same level than up on a really tall chair. At least, that's what I figured out. Being around people has been great.
How long have you been around people, T-Wig?
I stare at the ground. I'm going to try my best to somehow go into the depths of myself and figure out how old I actually might be.
You begin pondering. Give me an insight check into yourself.
Okay.
Ooh.
5. Shit. 22 on the other side. I hate it.
As you begin to look inside, you get visions of, clean, serene forests, but then you get a clashing vision of running down a street corridor for some reason. You're chasing something, but that image soon flashes away from your mind.
I look up at Bahoon.
I am older than those whose footsteps have long vanished, but as young as a dayfly in some cases.
You are quite the intriguing specimen, T-Wig.
What we were was old, but what we are now is new. And there is peace in newness, I suppose.
Mr. Connolly, I believe T-Wig has been staying with you, yes?
That's correct.
What are your impressions of T-Wig? One who has spent significantly more time than I'm assuming anyone else with.
T-Wig is in many ways like a child. Curious, fun-loving, eager to learn. And most of all, surprising. There's wisdom there. That reminds me a lot of my father in some ways. T-Wig is good people.
T-Wig, do you intend to stay with Mr. Connolly here until you figure out exactly what it is you wish to do?
I will be perfectly honest with you, Mr. Bahum. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I wander. I've wandered the house, I've wandered the streets. I don't know. Wherever the wind blows, I think I will go, even though I'm made out of metal and wind can't really push me that well.
Indeed. Well, you'll find that discovering what you're meant for isn't... It really isn't the easiest thing. Sometimes it takes many, many years. Sometimes hundreds.
Well, sometimes it's okay to just be.
True enough, I suppose. T-Wig, would you mind accompanying them to the ceremony as well?
Oh,
I
sure, if
believe
they
your
would like me
presence would
to.
be- Your presence would be appreciated as well.
Where is this place, though?
It is to the north. What do you know of these lands? The map, the topography?
Well, I know of the,
It's called the Overgrowth, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
well, I know of the overgrowth. I did some reading in Wolfgang's study about it a little bit. Beyond that, I know about here, and I know about the Glade of the Ambers, and the Barrows of the Fallwood, and the Woods of the Hexes. Because those two,
And I just point. I don't know how to be polite. I point to Tia and I point to Harish.
they told me to do some stuff, so I did my best.
So I've heard. Yes, well, the area you'll be traveling to is toward the overgrowth from the Fallwood.
Oh, really?
Yes. It is one of the northernmost reaches of our lands.
Oh, it's a good thing I'll be going then. I'm sure I'll make lots of friends.
I'm sure you will.
Hopefully this journey will be less treacherous than the last time.
One hopes that a peace treaty summit would be peaceful, yes.
We must be careful, Bahum. I told you what happened last time we were up there, what we knew, what we learned.
Yes.
North is the home of great evil.
Well,
I have no doubts in my mind that we told them about Solomon, right?
yes. Yeah, they're aware. I mean, they have the sword that he made out of Tia's wing.
Yeah. I just forgot if we actually told him about that or not.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt in my mind that Solomon will try something at this peace summit.
Are you so sure? He hasn't been heard from except by you in over 1,000 years. Harish kind of grits his teeth. Let him try something. I've been waiting to take a swing at that fucker again.
Azma just kind of like Azma's just being awkward right now.
Having met the man in person, you get a feel for him.
Azmo, Tia got a nat 20 on her insight into you.
Oh no!
Shit.
Is something bothering you, Azmo?
It is something I would like to speak to you in private in regards to our last meeting.
Hmm.
Kind of looks quizzically over at Azmo.
Very well. Well, Mr. Connolly, you'll find that no matter where you are in the world, evil can always find a place to take root. I believe that's why people like you exist.
That's correct. But this... The
Sorry.
leaders of both sides of this continent will be there. That's a huge opportunity for something very bad to happen.
Yes, and Baron Kench and his men have been setting up many patrols. Security is tight, and I believe a inquisitor from the north is also preparing their side for security as well.
Heresy.
Vile Blood, I take it?
I'm unfamiliar with their staff. That name sounds familiar, though.
I see.
And regardless, Harish and
Do you mean
myself
her?
will... Yes.
Oh my god. Asma like starts sweating nervously.
Tia's just eyeing you very oddly.
Thanks, Tia.
And regardless, my brother and I aren't exactly slouches when it comes to combat either.
This might come across as disrespectful, and I mean nothing by it. But you're no gods.
The Harish and Tia and Bahum all look back and forth at each other.
All things, great and small,
I'd
die.
like to insight if they're gods.
Go for it.
Fucking...
8.
You don't fucking know, but they definitely know something that you don't.
We've met a lot of gods lately. I'm just like, maybe.
Well, we may not be gods in the purest sense. Our father was one of the first.
Oh.
Can I knowledge religion this?
Sure.
Okay.
Also like to knowledge religion this.
Go for it.
Double
Everybody can knowledge
16s.
religion that.
23.
Nice.
Wolfgang, while you might not have studied much on religion, you think back to something that you read in a book, a guest book of the Wandering Weasel, a long time ago. Something about a platinum boy being one of the first people to receive a key, and how their father appears to be a platinum dragon.
Hmm. Hmm.
This may seem a bit off topic, but I have an idea as to how we could potentially deal with Solomon. It will take a great bit of time for it to be set up and a great deal of effort in order to make it ready, but he seems the type that is incredibly bored and very arrogant. If we can somehow trap him, say in a book with a version of himself where the only way that he can get out is to defeat himself, we may be able to contain him for quite some time.
Asmo's eyes roll in the back of his head. Like, what? Like what am I hearing right now? Freaking magic
Users, am I right?
He's like, what the
Harish is like, or I could just burn him to cinders until he doesn't want to get up anymore.
Do that to a book too.
Or bury him in the hole.
That too. Bury him real deep.
My concerns is that he can actually bring the dead back. If he can bring others back to life, there's no telling what he can do to himself.
Wait, this dead guy can bring people back to life?
Yes.
Yes,
Though
there's legends.
Not in the truest sense. The body gets brought back, but the mind and possibly the soul are lost for all intents and purposes. I've seen it happen right in front of my very eyes.
Ugh.
I kind of shudder a bit.
Regardless, if he decides to take this time to make a move, he will face the full force of my family. I don't
You'll
think
have us
he's-
there as well. We've fought against him before. The forces of the north will be there too. I just sincerely hope will be enough.
Well, hopefully all of this is merely paranoia. But you're right. Being prepared is the first step, and we have been spending weeks preparing for this. But we can't call it off unless you have any concrete evidence.
I think continent-wide peace is worth whatever dangers might be present.
Then I'm
I
glad
just
we're of
want
the
us to
same
be-
mind.
I just want us to be prepared. Because continent-wide chaos would be catastrophic.
Very well. Then we will see you in 1 week's time. Up at Silver Rock. You may travel however you wish. You may use our teleporters. You may travel by foot if you see fit. We have much preparation to do. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Bahum.
Tia steps forward. You said you wished to speak to me privately?
Yes. Azma does a curt little bow.
He kind of like looks over at your three companions. Very well. If you'll excuse us. And she starts kind of like wandering off and... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Say before we leave, I want to walk up to Harish.
Yeah.
Clank, clank,
As Asmo follows Tia, you can step up to him. He'll kind of like look down at you and twist his head.
I like lean up to look at him.
Did you like my gift?
Hold on. See if he remembers.
Oh no!
The rock?
Yes, I got that specifically for you. Did you like it?
It was sturdy.
I just like, yes!
Okay, good. Excellent. Then you got exactly how I feel.
I give a little pat and I walk to rejoin Wolfgang and Tanir.
All right, then.
Good one. Good job.
Asmo, Tia leads you into one of the side rooms.
I was going to say, T, we cast confusion.
It's super effective.
Now, what is it you wish to discuss? You seem nervous.
I was visited by someone last night. I don't want to tell people in my crew. I want to tell you first.
Interesting. Who
I
visited
was
you?
visited by the drow known as you.
The one you spoke of from your report.
More or less one of the agents of Solomon.
I see.
We had multiple dealings with him up north. one in which we killed him. Man, doesn't seem to be staying dead for that long. You know I got away by making a deal with him. I've been very upfront and honest with you about that from the get-go.
Yes, and I'm assuming that deal's coming to fruition now.
Well, the one thing he wants more than anything is the leader of the Dead Eyes. He wants the man who ordered his death. Something personal for him, obviously.
I see.
I nicked his sword. I thought it was cheeky. It seems he wants it back, or there will be quote-unquote consequences. I gave you that sword back as a gift for your help with getting any inside information on the Dead Eyes. And no offense, Lady Tia, I have not received that much. I understand there's a limitation to everything possible. You'll have to forgive me if I'm not in a pricky situation. He wants his sword back. And I know you probably don't want to give it back to him. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to get more information on him for you. He is very powerful, and you all know that. I'm good with a blade. Quick with my tongue, but that's my limit. I'm scared what the consequences could be. I'm genuinely frightened of this man.
And Azma kind of pulls down his shirt a little bit.
He marked me.
Yes, I can see that. I'm
I don't
sorry
know
that
if
you
you-
find the information that we gave you insufficient. It sounds like you made quite a bit of headway using it.
Out of character, what has she given me? Or can you just...
Basically, she gave you information that led you to, like, a number of hideouts that you
Okay.
were able to get further information from.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know what I can do. All I need to do is kick the can further down until I have to deal with it. Or what we can do out of this. All I'm saying is that his agent, you, will be following me. Will be watching me. To what level, I don't know. But he seems to be skilled in illusionary magic. Become invisible.
Are you asking me to hold your hand, Azma? Are you incapable of handling this?
He wants his sword back, and you have it. Not really a hand holding. You're not going to give me back the sword, are you?
It's my wing.
The whole blade is your wing? I thought just a piece of your skin was tied at the bottom there. The whole thing is your wing.
My bones were used in its construction.
Oh boy.
You will understand if I am...
Azma just kind of closes his eyes and nods, and he realizes that it's a no-go.
I appreciate you returning it to me. I don't know how he came to it. He was not there when I lost it.
I need to ask your advice. I'm out of my depth on this one. What can I do to delay him?
If he's as bored as your friends seem to claim he is, then perhaps give him something to play with.
Azma, thanks.
Maybe all he's looking for is something to challenge him. The question is if you can find something like that.
And soon enough.
Indeed. I do so enjoy these chats, Azma.
Thank you, Lady Tia.
Azma says,
May I go?
Oh, please be my guest. She kind of gives you that similar smile, that smile that you come to know her by.
and Azma leaves.
You rejoin with your companions just outside the throne room.
Well,
He liked my rock. I'm so happy.
A good rock.
It was.
you want to share what that was about?
Oh, nah, it's really embarrassing. Very personal, actually.
Oh, but we're such good friends, Azma.
I don't want to talk about my love life.
You're in love with Lady Tia?
Fucking insight.
I'm not
Right.
going to because I want
Yes!
to.
7.
Both deception.
Oh, come on, come on.
Let's see.
9.
Ooh.
Now, Lush is just gonna be heartbroken to hear that.
Oh, please, Lush is way out of my league.
And fucking the queen of Dragon's Rest is not.
She's really pretty though.
She is. It's
And
not
she's
her. It's
really
fine.
nice.
Just mind your own. Just mind your own business, guys. How about that, huh?
Azma's just kind of playing
Fine.
off a
Fine.
sharply.
Oh, I should have given you the flower to give her. That would have been really romantic.
Oh, that would be great.
Azma's clearly having a mild panic attack in his head.
This gives me the idea for a book. And Daenerys starts walking off.
There's so
Yeah,
many
you guys-
already made. Why do you need to make more? God damn it.
So, how are we going to this place though? Because the Bahoon guy said that we can go however we want. I kind of like walking, but you guys get to decide because you're the pack leaders.
How do we want to do this? Probably be faster, a lot safer to teleport. Well, it's been a while since we've taken the scenic route.
I will say that you need to be there in a week's time. You know that you won't be able to take the scenic route the whole way.
What do you think? Teleporter, get us halfway, then rest of the way we...
I can only teleport from space to space, not just anywhere randomly.
I know. We'll just teleport to the closest place and then, take a
can
ride.
just
Unless
go
we don't
there
want to do
early.
that, unless we want to teleport
We can just
right
go there early and check out the place. I don't know, find magical artifacts, do whatever,
Do you have the map?
I do have a map.
Can you show me where this would be?
I am curious on the map where this would be.
Sure thing. Let me open that up and...
We would be privy to the known teleporter locations, I assume.
Yes.
I don't think there's one in Silver Rock, though.
Down to Silver Rock.
I don't even see Silver Rock on the map I'm looking at.
That's because it hasn't been uncovered, because you
Invented.
guys haven't been there yet.
Oh.
Speaking of,
Silver Rock is where that paladin guy was from.
yep, and he still owes us money.
Oh, he does.
Bahum owes us money, too.
Everyone owes us money. Hey!
Wait, wasn't we went to Silver Rock during the one shot, didn't we?
Yes,
That-
but you have
that
not
was-
been. Yes, but your party has not been there.
I know. I was just trying to see if I was remembering that right.
Yeah, that was a couple of dead guys.
Rip.
Only Dupree wasn't truly dead.
To be fair, you did leave him in the hands of a death god.
That is true. And his soul went to the hands of another death god.
Oops.
Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da,
So-
da-da-da.
Between Dragon's Rest and Silver Rock,
Oh,
where
I see.
would the closest teleporter be?
Silver Rock.
Silver Rock has its own teleporter, so that's an option. Amberglade has its own teleporter as well.
And the wall has a teleporter.
Yeah, but we don't like those guys. At least I don't.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We could probably TP to Amberglade and then I don't know how long in between.
Wait, Bart.
Bordeaux.
Yeah, that's Bordeaux. We uncovered that. We
Okay.
I just never tagged it.
I mean, out of character, I'd be fine if we went to Silver Rock.
A heck of a long way to Silver Rock based on the map, actually. It's like the same distance to Cold Reach.
Yeah, it's a bit long.
Yeah,
We
probably.
could teleport to Bordeaux, to the ghost town!
Yeah,
If
but
you
then
had a
we'd have to
teleporter that would reach there.
Yeah, there's no teleporters to Bordeaux.
Yeah, I'm not going
based on
back
this
to
map, we
Bordeaux.
probably just head straight to Amberglade and just go straight to Silver Rock.
Yeah, for the record, there are 2 roads that would get you to Silver Rock. There's one that leads off to the west, and then one that goes off to the north toward Fallwood, and then there's a fork heading out to the west.
Okay.
And there are a couple of small towns along the way.
Would you say they look a lot like the 2 paths from Beauty and the Beast? Spooky, scary one, and like, oh, it's all great.
Oh, look at this, a nice little valley path.
There's like a rabbit and everything.
So what I'm thinking is that we TP to Amberglade, then we ride get a carriage the rest of the way, just so we can familiarize ourselves with the area in between.
It's true. That is the way that all those bugbears went too.
And you
No,
can
I-
find Debbie again.
My best
I will
friend!
walk by myself if we have to.
Hey, Debbie.
Alternately, I will say this: if you decide to teleport straight to Silver Rock, you can spend more time here, which would allow you to do whatever the fuck for the next, like, however many days you wanted to spend in Dragon's Rest.
I kind of want to explore, but that's...
It's up to you guys, and you know what? We'll come to a conclusion on this after a quick break. All right, so what's the consensus you guys have reached?
We will go there in 2 days, it sounds like.
We're
2
gonna
days.
stay.
Gonna
We're gonna
spend 2
stay
days
at
in
Dragon's Rest.
That's fair enough. How do you guys want to spend your 2 days?
Asma's gonna go. Asma's gonna go. If he gets such opportunity, he's gonna go visit Garrick.
Yeah, you'd be able to find Garrick. Now, is it 2 days starting from this day, or is it like, is this like your first day and then you're gonna leave the day after tomorrow, or are you
Day after
leaving-
tomorrow.
Okay. The first day you would try to go see Garrick. He is kind of in a little medical cot. He's got a nice little like blue potion next to him that he's been sipping on, but for the most part he's just kind of breathing heavily and for the most part unconscious.
Damn. I asked the medical staff if they know what happened to him.
A passing female human would let you know that, well, it seems like he inhaled a bit of poison, and it did a number on him. Not as bad as some of the others. He managed to get outside, but whatever this is, we're not quite sure. We have alchemists looking at it, but they've never seen anything like it.
Maybe it starts by fire. If something ignites it.
Yes, actually, it seems like it was burning down in the, It was coming from the sewers, it seemed. How do you know this?
Well, you said smoke, so I just assumed it was burning.
Yes, fair enough.
Is he gonna bounce back?
Oh, he'll be fine. He's been taking to the medicine quite well. He just needs rest. He should be on his feet by tomorrow.
You can tell him Azma swung by, and I'm gonna be heading out of town in 2 days, so if he's up for a swing by my place.
I'll leave a message for him.
Thank you.
She continues on her way to, and as you walk down this hall, you're seeing several other men in Garrick's uniform in similar and worse condition. Some of them have like claw marks on their face, and their fingernails are all torn off. They're like all bandaged up.
Asmo's definitely happy he held his breath.
Yeah, whatever this whatever this gas was, it's not good.
Some bad gas.
Some bad gas. How about you, Denier? How are you spending your days?
Denier is going to. The first thing that he's going to do is he's going to restock on his supplies. Just general supplies, travel rations, general gear, things like that. And he's also going to check Talos and Timry's to see if there's any kind of new spells that have been appearing in the scrolls.
All right, go ahead and give me a investigation check to see what's in there.
Okay. And just to double check, has the group been paid for the job that we took recently, or not yet?
Payment would have been received as you were leaving the palace. You would have been paid probably about 250 gold each.
Okay. That would be a 7.
Nothing really new in here. Let me see if there's anything interesting in this draw from this pool. Bah.
Yeah, I've been rolling just terrible on these scroll picks.
You got a cantrip of gust. You seize the air and compel it to create one of the following effects. One medium or small creature that you choose must succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed 5 feet away. You create a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried. Objects push up to 10 feet away. Or you can just create a gust of wind.
Ooh.
Yeah, wind.
Just curious. I'm gonna, if it's possible, I'm gonna ask for something more specialized.
All right.
Does Talos have either Magic Mouth or Fireball? Magic Mouth would be the more specialized preferred spell if possible.
Let's see here. Roll to see. An object that isn't carried or worn delivers a message. You speak to it under circumstances you describe. The message must be 25 or less. No longer than 10 minutes to deliver, and the circumstance that trigger the delivery must be visual or audible and occur within 30 feet of the object.
Basically, I'm thinking that could be a starting point for part of my research.
You're just looking for a scroll of it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'd say you could get that for probably 100, it's a scroll, and I think it's like, what is it, 10 gold per level or something like that?
No, it's more expensive than that.
Oh, is it
You've been
100
charging me
Yeah,
50
it's a
per level.
lot.
50 per level? Okay, I'll keep doing that. Then it'll be 100 gold.
Okay. I'll take the Scroll of Magic Mouth. Does he have, doubtful that he'd have it, but does he have Fireball?
I'd say Fireball is one of those ones that's kind of high in demand and typically reserved for the
Yeah.
military.
Yeah. I figured that I'd either have to go to him or the Wizzlesteins, the Spire for it, but if he doesn't have that, I'll take the Magic Mouth, and I will return to the Wizzlestein Spire. I'll check with Ramses to see if he has any need for me over the next couple days. But if he doesn't need me and the group doesn't need me, I'm going to spend the next couple days working on the initial enchantment of my research. Try to get to stage 1 of my research.
Yeah. You catch Ramses as he's actually leaving for the summit himself. As a emissary of the North, he was requested to be there as well.
Ramses, I was just hoping to speak to you.
Yes, my friend. What is it?
We've been requested to head up to Silver Rock for the conference.
Ah, wonderful. Then I guess I'll be seeing you there as well. I was actually on my way out. You see him
When
like
were
kind
you,
of
planning on
tap a
leaving?
bag on his side there.
When were you planning on leaving?
Well, I was heading out just now. I just finished briefing the rest of the professors of the academy on the lesson plan for while I'm gone.
Wonderful. We were planning on taking a magic circle out in about 2 days, if you care to join us.
Oh, well. I'll be well on my way by then, I'm afraid. I was just heading my way there just now.
Ah, fair enough. Then just give us a heads up if you run into anything interesting or anything. We're going to be heading back to Scenic Route on the way back.
Sounds lovely. I wish I could spend the time. Well, take care, my friend, and I'll see you in a few days, I suppose.
Same to you. See you there.
Kind of tips his hat. He kind of tips his hat to you and keeps
Near
walking.
Woodmont. And given that the school's taken care of, then he's going to go back to the Whistlestein Spire, and he's going to work on stage 1 of his research.
All right. Wolfgang, how are you spending your days?
Wolfgang is going to go to the Kylem Diaboli Academy.
All right.
What? You spend time at your school? Fuck off. No way.
This is the first time we visited there since the... You get to the school, and classes appear to be in session. You see out in the exercise yard in the courtyard, your basically most physically adept teacher, I guess we'll call him Lars, a large dragonborn man, just trying to get people to do calisthenics and teaching them to, like, swing heavy weapons. This man specializes in killing big beasts, and you've taught him what you can, but this guy's definitely, not the brightest bulb in the crayon box. He looks over to you he looks over to as you step in.
Oh, hey! Everybody attention! Headmaster's here!
And everybody, like, stands up, like, getting up from, like, doing push-ups. They all stand at attention.
I'll look over them with my... Excuse me. I'll look over them with my hands behind my back and just scan them.
Getting these boys in fighting shape. Some of them can't even swing a sword. By the time I'm done with them, they'll be swinging warhammers with 2 hands. Am I right, cadets? Yes, sir!
I'm just imagining a small, thin guy grabs one, falls backwards down a flight of stairs with it.
Good. Good.
Anything we can do for you, sir?
I'm just stopping by to see how the lessons are coming along. Is Lars is the only one that's teaching today?
Lars is the one out in the... Lars is the one teaching basically he's a gym teacher essentially out in the courtyard.
Just sort of slap Lars on the shoulder. If anyone will get you physically fit, it's this man. Remember what you're fighting for.
Yes, sir.
They all say and kind of like bow their heads to you.
Do they look like they're exhausted?
A lot of them do. Some of them seem like they're in fairly decent shape here, but some of them were clearly more book smart than they were physically adept when they started this.
Take 5 and then get back to it.
You heard him. Get some water, drink up, nourish, and then we're doing more gains.
Yeah! I love them.
Just, he's so aggressive about nourishing.
They have to nourish, or else they won't grow.
Let's just see them walk sideways through doors.
Yeah, you better be walking through doors sideways. Yeah, Lars is an intimidatingly large person. Like, not as big as Hresh, but definitely, like, 7 foot tall and appropriately wide.
What color Dragonborn is he?
Like most Dragonborn around this area, he is a bronze Dragonborn.
He's bronze, okay.
Yeah, it's heavily implied that Hresh is the one that goes around fucking.
Gotcha.
Are any of my other teachers teaching inside at the moment?
Yeah, as you step into the academy, in one of the first rooms, you could hear the gravelly dwarven voice of Pogan kind of going about, trying to teach lessons about, the type of the type of beings that they'll be facing out there.
And so you'll see of this way, if you turn to page 5 in your book, you'll find the skull of a Claratrix, as the master calls her. This demon wench will try to seduce you, but we all know what happens then. You kick her in the cooch, and then she won't be doing that none.
A bunch of the
Nice.
people seem really uncomfortable by him, but he's
I want to imagine a lot of the students are women.
some of them
Nod
are.
sagely. Wolfgang will walk in. Also, minor damage to the victim of a Claratrix's charm spell will cause them to snap out of it.
Yes, headmaster on grounds and attention.
Kind of slams his little warhammer to the ground, like the staff end of his warhammer to the ground. They all
Oh, look
stand
up.
up and face you.
I'll look over them once. I'll just give them a once over at ease.
They sit back down.
You had first-hand experience with this beast. Would you like to inform this lot any more about it?
First-hand experience. I named it.
Exactly. Can't have much more first-hand experience than that.
Claratrix, as you all may know, is just like any other humanoid at first. But you'll notice some differences. Horns come out of the head. Maybe a strange skin pigment. Possible cloven hooves and tail. Wings are an option as well. The only ones we know of so far have been female.
But that doesn't mean you ladies can let your guard down neither. If you find one that happens to hang a pang of junk down there, you kick him right in the dick!
That will work, but if you are magically inclined, radiant magic seems to be quite an effective counter to anything that they can do. It seems to be their weakness.
Which is why we all pray to the Lord of Light every morning!
Kind of polishes the front of his warhammer that has the sigil of the Lord of Light on it.
All my fucking teachers are so aggressive.
This one is, at the very least.
Tense.
I
It
love
cuts
this
to
guy
pretty
so
much. We should just cut to Wolfgang, like Kermit the Frog. Who hired this crew?
You did.
You hired die-hard monster hunters.
Wolfgang pulls off his mask behind Wolfgang. It was me, Wolfgang. Oh. Remember, if you think you're going up against a Claratrix, counter spells, warding spells, and radiant spells. Those
You
are
see
your
a-
3 best options.
You see a bunch of the students like fervently scribbling stuff in notebooks.
Are there any questions?
A meek young man, kind of near the front, kind of raises his hand.
You, what's your name?
Deegan, sir. I'm one of the butcher's sons.
Deegan. Glad to have you here. What was your question?
Yes, I was wondering, as it states here that you've only found the one so far, right? In the book, I read a little ahead.
Just the one. But that doesn't mean there can't be more.
Oh, of course, and it's great to have ledgers of this, but this might be a little advanced, but what happens if we run into something that we ain't never faced before, or that's ever been written about before?
Until you graduate, I don't trust that these things will give you any leeway. No more leeway than they gave me. And I'm the Grand Master here. If you encounter something that you don't know about, you run. But if you can't,
and we do whatever we can to stop it and to document its existence.
That's right. Be sure you travel in pairs, at least.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Thank you, sir. He sits back down and starts jotting in his journal.
All right, well, if you're done wasting the master's time, get back to reading!
Pogan kind of like nods to you.
I'll
By the
nod
way,
and
just to give a description of Pogan, he's a devout follower of the Lord of Light, enemy of all those who dwell in the shadow. Abandoned his clan that lived in the cave not too far out of town in order to live in the sun in the light of his Lord. And his bleached hair kind of shows that. He's actually been bleaching his hair. Like, you can see kind of like the red roots at the base. But for the most part, he has like very long blonde hair and blonde, like dwarf beard. And he goes back. He goes back to his lesson plan. As you wander-
talk. I'll just inform the teachers as I go around to them that I'll be out of town in Silver Rock on a diplomatic mission.
All right. Basically, you'd be able to get them into a meeting after class hours, basically.
All right. Yeah.
All but one of them show up. You get Pogan, who was the dwarf we just met. You get Lars, who's been, big dragonborn guy. A human female known as Rosemary. She's a shorter person, probably about 5'1". She specializes in alchemy and poisons and basically archery. She's got short red hair, freckles. Basically, if you didn't know any better, you'd think she was a halfling.
Mm-hmm.
But
the only one that hasn't showed up is Talia.
Yeah. Talia is basically like they let you know that she's just kind of off taking care of her mother right now. She's been under the weather lately, kind of ailing, kind of at the end of days. And this is something that you've been expecting for a bit.
All right. Well, I thank them for their time. I let them know to give Talia and her mother my best. And
yeah, they appreciate the heads up and pass on everything that they've been teaching, and try to clarify a few things about the lesson plan with you, like certain aspects of the job, since you're more about hunting the creatures of the night, as some of them are just more adept at hunting beasts and things like that.
mm-hmm.
So give me a general intelligence check just to kind of pass on information to them.
Okay. Don't nat one. 11.
Okay.
That's 2 ones.
Lars isn't really picking up what you're putting down, but he's about, nourishment.
Protein.
Pogan's kind of getting it. He's thinking like, throw less dick kicks in his monologues. Oh, wow. Meanwhile, Rosemary, she's like on the ball with this one. She got a nat 20 and trying to comprehend what you're throwing at her.
Nice.
Yeah, she's all about basically that lesson plan. And, she's throwing together a lesson plan now about, if you're running into this type of creature, these are the kind of herbs you want to pack with you in order to, put it down a little easier kind of stuff. What are things averse to? And with that, you have finished your lesson plan and can go about preparing.
Yep. Now
T-Wig,
spend the rest of my time with my family.
Yeah. T-Wig, what have you been, what are you deciding to do with your day and days?
There are 3 things I want to do.
Okay.
In the evening, after we get back from the meeting and everything, I'm gonna leave Wolfgang's place. As I'm leaving, I'm gonna turn to Wolfgang if he's there. Would Wolfgang be there, or is he at his school?
You might catch him on the way back from his school if you're leaving in
Okay.
the evening.
Okay. If I run into him, I will wave him down.
Yeah,
Hey, Wolfgang.
Hmm?
What would you say is Asmo's best quality?
Okay, I'm just gonna put my feet up for this real fast.
That's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
In like one word, what would be his best quality?
Fighting.
Perfect, and I just walk away.
Okay.
I would like to seek out a chocolate shop.
Don't stay out too long.
I don't sleep, it's fine.
Seek out a chocolate shop.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
like
you can probably find a confectionery kind of down the main street, the
Okay.
main road.
Do they deliver?
For an extra service, I bet they could find somebody to do it.
Are they on Skip
Okay.
the Dishes?
I'd like to buy a box of chocolates. For Lady Tia.
All right,
And I'd like to-
a delivery to the palace. They're
And I want it
intrigued.
signed. I want it signed from your fighting scaled secret admirer.
No! What have you done?
I
Your
failed that
fighting
insight.
scaled
I know.
Secret admirer.
Yeah, I failed my insight. I think you're in love, dude.
Oh no, fa-la-la-la, don't be shy. I gotta keep
All
this
right,
race going.
they'll make sure to deliver that and get it. Like, I'm assuming you're buying like their top tier kind of chocolate.
Oh yeah, whatever they say is their best. How much will that cost me?
The chocolate itself with the box probably going to be about 2 gold and 5 silver, and then
Okay.
delivery would probably be an additional 10 silver.
Okay. I will give them 10 gold because I don't know how money works.
All right, they are excited by
I
this.
just give a handful. I just go, here
you go.
Okay, we'll get right to work on it.
And then I will come back to Wolfgang's house. And in the night, I want to try and focus on the vision I had when talking to Bahum of my memories.
Yeah.
Specifically that street. I want to see if I can get a better, clear view of what it looks like.
Go ahead and insight yourself again here.
Okay.
It should be
7. God damn it.
You sit as your ears twitch and you try to focus in on the street itself, but the vision it's not coming in as clearly and readily as it was before, almost like it's foreign, like it wasn't real, like you kind of imagined it, but you've never imagined something before, so it's really bizarre. But it felt so real when you saw it the first time that you're not sure what to make of it.
The following morning, I would like to seek out Denier then.
All right. You'd go out and find Denier. Where would you look for him?
Is it cloudy outside?
Yes. I will say it's
Okay.
cloudy.
I will skyrate. Denier, I need your help. It's T-Wig.
By the way.
I just imagine this old lady.
Hello?
Martin, someone's riding in the sky again.
Yeah, I'm gonna write out Denier, I need your help. It's T-Wig. Hello.
Yeah, Pig is out opening a shop. Oh, funny, it's doing that thing again where it shapes into words like... Huh.
And I'm just gonna stand in whatever the center of the town would be.
Yeah,
That will
there's
work.
yeah, there's kind of a town square out front near by the meat house. You actually would have heard Pig say that.
Okay. I'll stand there with like my hands on my hips looking confident. I have a firm grasp on getting my friend's attention.
Do I actually notice the cloud riding, or does any of the Whistlestones tell me?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okie doke. There's a 19.
Yeah, you open up your window in the morning and look out. Oh, that's weird. The clouds are moving. It says my name and oh.
I cast Sending. Because I don't know where T-Wig is, and T-Wig never said where they are.
I can only fit 10 words in. I'm trying my best.
And you used to, and you scream and say, "Hello, it's T-Wig."
I know. It's important, okay?
Hello, T-Wig. It's Denier. You need me? Where are you?
God?
Please tell me you didn't just waste your 25.
No, I've said it.
God?
Okay. Hi, Denier. It is T-Wig. I am your meat house. Need your help with something. It's T-Wig. I love you. Bye.
Love you.
Denier's going to get dressed. He's going to put away his research, and he's going to go to the meat house to meet with T-Wig.
All right. You head downstairs and you head down more stairs.
And try to avoid that one animated arm that, for some reason, likes to trip him going down the stairs.
Yep. You travel through like the 5 different portals. You go through the Scooby-Doo hallway where the doors all lead to each other. Then you find the right one again. And then you make it down.
Wizard towers are so weird, but I love it.
Aren't they, though?
Says a frog sitting on a mantle.
Really?
I know. Yeah, they are. I don't remember you. Are you new?
I failed my polymorph exam, Ribbit.
Ah. I'm sure you'll find somebody that can dispel it for you.
Please help.
You close the door behind you.
Ribbit.
He'll be fine. I mean, it'll wear off in an hour or so, I think, unless he did it permanently. So
You did say he failed.
So Denier's going to go and talk to T-Wig.
All right, you find T-Wig out front of the meat house.
I should have
hello.
brought him along to meet T-Wig. You know what? I'm going to go back.
Yeah, T-Wig, you see Denier approaching you and immediately turn around and walk away.
I almost get there. I go back. I get the frog, and I come back to talk to T-Wig.
Hello, would
Please
you like a
help me,
frog in these
Ribbit.
trying times?
Can I offer you a jape in these trying times?
Save me, Ribbit.
I'll take him and I'll put him inside my body.
Oh
I'll deal with that
my.
later. Right now, I want to ask you a question.
That's a student, for sure.
What's a student?
You know how you can turn into animals?
Yeah, sure.
That's a person that turned into an animal that can't return back to being a person.
Oh, well, after a while it should go away.
Which I would suggest you make sure that he's not inside you whenever he turns back to normal.
Oh, that's a good point.
I open up my compartment and take him out and put him on my shoulder.
He
There we
kind of
go.
he kind of flops out onto your palm, kind of like laying on his back, trying to wiggle his legs so he gets back up.
I'll put him on my shoulder.
What is happening right now,
It is called friendship. It's what we're doing right now.
Ribbit?
It's nice to meet you. Denier,
Yes.
I need your help because you seem to be one who is versed in magic. Well, Azmo and Wolfgang. Well, Azmo's like a snake, and I haven't really seen him do anything else but be a snake. And Wolfgang is like he asks a lot of questions, like a lot all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for a place where I can find and or learn spells, but I only just want one. And
The ears kind of droop.
I don't want to tell you what the spell is. Can you respect that?
As long as it's not a dangerous spell.
No way, I wouldn't bring anyone danger.
That's the problem. My kind of magic and your kind of magic, I think, is different. So we may go about different routes to learn magic. Now, I can take you to all the places where I learn magic. Maybe you'll get some insight. You probably won't like where I'm about to take you, though. At least one of the places.
Oh no.
Because I learn a lot of my magic from Talos Timry. They do have some magic scrolls, though, which you might be able to find useful.
Yeah, but that means talking to... Okay, well...
Unless Timry's downstairs. If he's downstairs and he doesn't know that you're here, if you're there, you might not have to talk to him.
Maybe. Okay, well, let's go. Whatever happens, happens.
As you're walking away, you're approached by a man in black robes and dark sunglasses. Oh, yeah, there you are. He's speaking specifically to you, T-Wig.
Hi.
Hi. My employer, Mr. Crowley, he was interested in... He said you mentioned something about helping with his crops.
Oh, yes, that. Well, unfortunately, at the moment I am currently preoccupied, and then I'm leaving on a trip for a short while. But when I get back, I can help.
Well, I will pass that along then.
Also, tell him I say hello and that he should stop drinking poison. It's very bad for him to do.
I will let him know that.
Also, tell him I'm very sorry I can't make it right away.
I'm sure he'll understand.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I'm off, I guess. Kind of like looks around and doesn't really know what to do, so he just starts heading back.
Oh, I forgot about that. I feel really bad, but this kind of takes a bit of a priority at the moment.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, helping him with the crop situation helps the entire kingdom in the long run. But at the same time, it's not going to do a whole lot of good if we miss the conference and war gets declared because of it.
Yeah, I actually haven't prepared the spell that would help me help him anyway, so that's kind of a bit of a problem. So I have to be ready for it, I have to designate some time for it. But unfortunately, I've chosen to designate time for this right now. Okay, Talos and Timrys, let's go.
Yeah, as they're walking, he might have just been looking to brief you on the situation and get your consultation.
Oh, geez, I shouldn't have sent them away so fast. Well, they know where I like to hang out a lot, so hopefully that will be okay.
Yep, hopefully. And worst case scenario, I can message him.
Please help me, says the frog from your shoulder.
I am.
We're taking you to Talos Wizzlestein.
What's his name again?
The frog?
You never asked the frog's name.
Oh, I thought I missed it or something.
No.
Do you?
No.
It's okay, Mr. Frog. You will be okay. We'll get you lots of flies, and we'll introduce you to lots of pretty girl frogs.
Oh, why does that sound good to me? I don't like this.
Right. So I have no real recollection of where the shop is. I'm definitely following Denier for
I'm
this.
going to take him to. I'm going to take T-Wood to Talos and Timrys.
As you guys go to Talos and Timrys, Azma, what have you been up to for this day?
I just went to go see Garrick, essentially, and aside from that, Azma was just gonna...
Yeah, this is the second day.
Oh, the second day.
Yeah, you're leaving tomorrow morning.
Does Garrick swing by?
Yeah, he'd stop by your place probably. If you didn't leave by noon or something, he'd probably stop by your place.
Azma stayed in. He did a lazy day, wearing his pajama pants and everything throughout the whole day.
Yeah, you get a knock at your door.
Azma slides all the locks, cracks open one eye.
Oh, it's you.
Azma opens it up.
How you feeling there, sunshine?
Yeah, Garrick's standing in front of you. He's wearing pretty casual attire, just kind of standard street clothes, not wearing any of his armor or anything. Been better. I think I'd be far worse off if it weren't for you. How are you after all that?
Luckily, I held my breath. I still took in a bunch of it, though. Not gonna lie, though, that freaked me out a little bit.
I don't know what that stuff was.
Yeah. Hopefully we can
knows.
find out what it is. Imagine that going off in the entire city.
Yeah. That's
Absolute
what worries
anarchy.
me. I feel like after all that, I think it might have been a trap.
Oh, it was totally a trap.
But they lost so many of their own people in it. I don't understand.
Probably just lobies. Probably just told them, hey, you get an opportunity to prove yourself. You've made a lot of mistakes. So just help us out in this one place. Simple. Get rid of your extra meat. Take out a bunch of guards. The one thing they weren't counting on was, and Azma gestures 2 thumbs at himself. This guy right here. Thanks to you. Azma pulls out the cowl. I believe this is yours.
Yes.
And so are these. Puts the tonfas down.
Thank you. I might not be in fighting shape right now. He slides the tonfa into kind of like under his belt, under his shirt, and he puts the cowl, like the little helm, in a satchel. But I should get back to it soon.
Yeah.
What did you what happened when you chased the shadow?
I fought her.
I wasn't there.
I fought her. I jumped her from behind and nailed her, knocked her downstairs, and just kept brawling with her. And she left this.
Azmo grabs the sai with a kiss on it.
Yeah, she left this one with me. I appear to be missing something, though.
What are you missing?
Points at the kiss mark. He shows you, like, the butt of his. I think she likes the Wraith. He kind of looks at you slyly.
Well, have fun with that.
Azmo smiles at him.
I guess.
The real question. I need to find the leader of the Deadeye soon. Let's just say the man I made a deal with that I told you about.
Yeah.
He's pissed at me. And one of his agents is going to be watching me going forward.
Do you need me to keep an eye out for you?
He's invisible. Matter of fact, he probably saw you walk right in here.
Well, then I'll have to keep my eye out, too.
Pretty much. And just so you know, on the no killing rule,
It's kind of
I'm
hard
gonna
to
have
say
to-
what went on in there, but you seem to do a good job this time around.
in the future, I'm not going to be able to do that. Let's just say that this particular person is insistent.
Azmo kind of just like thumbs the ring in his palm.
I see. I don't know exactly what you've gotten yourself into, Azmo. But if you need help, I'm here.
This one's above most people's pay grade. I'm going to be out of town for a few days. Heading out to Silver Rock.
Oh, you're going to be at that summit.
Yep, more or less.
Funny. You know, you'd never expect for you to be the one that's the hero in the light. And I have to be the one that sticks to the shadows.
Well, how about this? What you're doing is a legitimate business.
Azmo just kind of smirks at him.
He kind of lets out a little chortle and grins back. I guess you're right.
Best of luck. Stay safe.
You as well, Azmo. Hey, Meat House smells real good. You want to go grab a bite?
Dude, I have to keep these windows up every day so I don't just die of dehydration by salivating all day.
It must be fucking torture.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a good idea at first. Now I actually regret it.
All right, come on. First round of ales on me.
I mean, I got a free table. Come on, man, let's go.
Yeah, you guys head out to the Meat House, and meanwhile, T-Wig, Denier, you find your way to Talos and Timry's. Hello, welcome to Talos and You're back 2 days in a row. How about that?
Yep. I
Still
brought
don't
some
have any
business for you.
fireballs. I told you the military acquires those.
Yeah, I know. But I brought you some business. T-Wig's looking to learn some magic.
Hello, Telos.
Hello. How are you doing? You studying? You picking up on everything these people are throwing down at you?
I try and process the slang.
They haven't really dropped anything in front of me, but I'm learning.
All right. Picking up on it a little bit there. Nice frog.
Thanks.
Help me.
He's apparently a student at the guild.
And my new best friend.
Ah, wonderful. Failed your polymorph exam?
Help me, Ribbit.
Pretty bad case. Goes back to reading his paper. What can I do for you?
I need to look at lots of spells.
Yep, we got some here. What you looking for?
I would just like to look.
There's a bunch of scrolls over there in that bucket. And down back there, there's some old books. Normally secondhand stuff from the college.
Oh, okay. I kind of nervously look towards Denier and be like, if you don't want to stay, you don't have to. This might take me a while.
Oh no, I'm probably going to be looking through the scrolls myself to see if you got anything new in stock today.
How often do you think we restock?
I don't know.
Okay.
Swear
There are
the
two-
scrolls are basically like the finger paints of the people over at the college. We just buy the ones that the students make.
I want to find a 3rd level spell. I don't know if they have a specific bin for that.
Nope.
He's not organized at all. It's just a giant
Okay.
barrel full of scrolls.
Well, I'm gonna
Roll an
pretend
investigation and see what you get.
Okay. I'm gonna send you privately the spells I'm looking for.
Sure thing.
Lani, if that's okay.
That should be fine.
I can find you on here. Where are you?
I
Can I
exist.
find you? Oh no.
Where am I?
Oh no,
Who
where
is
are
this?
you? I'm trying so hard to find you.
Just go through the
Yeah, if you go to the
chat we're in.
group chat, you can direct message me there.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, just click on me.
Okay, there we go.
All right, let's see what we got here. Ah, 2. Okay. Let me do a quick searcherino here. I'm pretty sure I know what most of these do.
If there are any that are in books, that would be much preferred, but
I'll say that first one's going to be kind of difficult as that particular school of magic is not commonplace here.
okay.
So I'd probably have to roll pretty high on the investigation check for that one. Meanwhile, the other one you're probably going to have a better chance at.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh, come on.
get it on.
Denier can't help me because I don't want him to know. All right. 19. Oh, thank God.
All right. Well, with that, you do find a scroll of that second one that you sent me.
Okay. Nothing of the first one.
Nah, like I said, that school of magic is not regularly practiced down in this territory.
Okay. I will grab the scroll and I will take it to the counter.
And be like, this is what I would like to get.
Fair enough. 200 gold, and it'll be yours.
Denier, how much is that in these things?
And I just pour out my money on the counter.
Denier will help count the money to make
The
sure.
Talos
for
will
200.
actually like a spectral hand will appear and start separating about and stack up a couple. It's that many. He says while like reading his book.
Stubbed my toe. Thank you.
No problem. The hand sweeps it into a bag under the desk.
Can I study this? Or can I only just use this?
You can do whatever you want with it. I mean,
Okay.
some people use them to just get the feeling down for it in order to learn it a little better later on, but if you want to read it, go for it.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
So, about the student, is it just going to wear eventually, or does somebody have to cast a counter spell to be able to get him back to normal?
Let me see him.
Ribbit, help me.
Sets the frog under the table, or
He has a little tiny like wizard's Mickey hat on too. Oh, he failed pretty bad. Do you like being a frog?
A little.
Oh, he failed real bad.
I mean, there's
That's
a
rough,
pond
buddy.
not too far from the Whittlestein Spire. If he wants to, we can put him there.
Where do you think most of the failures go?
Oh no!
Wait, that's Toad. Oh no!
Oh no, they don't turn into toads. Well, I guess you could fail it really, really bad. I can fix this for 50 gold.
You know what? Why not? Then you will actually pay the 50 gold.
Feeling generous. He pulls out like a little stick from under the counter. Bobbity bibbity bap! And now there's like a naked halfling sitting on the counter.
Oh, that was really impressive.
I clap my hands together.
I'm so cold. And moist. Help!
Daenerys grabs his bag, he pulls out the blanket, and he wraps the halfling up in it. It's okay.
I don't want to be a
Relax.
wizard.
I know you want to
It's
a
going to be
frog.
okay. What do you want to be?
I don't know anymore. I was a frog for 3 days.
If you don't want to be a wizard anymore, I have your spell book.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, I had... It's
Wow.
an opportunity.
You're a cat and not a vulture? Jeez.
You're just like, I want to get some books. Let's go to the library. How about we kill him with a book? You and your books in here. Every time with books, let's put him in a book. Fucking.
That
Wow, how
was
much
a
killing to
legitimate
do?
plan.
Roll persuasion.
Oh my god.
Hey, he doesn't want to be a wizard anymore.
I'm gonna assist in this. Can I help
He's
him
not a
with
wizard.
this?
He's a lizard.
13.
He just looks at you like, sure, I don't care.
Could you want book?
I will. It's going to be okay. You're back to being normal. Now we can just get you back to your home, and then you can go about your life.
Okay. I live in River Run.
Ah,
Have fun.
No wonder you turned into a frog.
I lean over to Daenerys.
Rivers have water.
come on. And he's going to help escort the halfling back towards the guild so that he can get his clothes back, since no doubt he has like a room or something.
Yeah. He coughs up a fly. Oh, God.
Better out than in. Note to self, be a lot more careful with that spell. I was actually thinking about learning that eventually.
Asmo, you and Garrick, as you're like feasting on meat and drinking ale, you watch Daenerys and T-Wig walk by with a naked halfling in a blanket.
You know, I'm not even gonna ask.
I'm gonna
Goes back to
wave.
his
I'm gonna
plate.
flail my arm wildly, waving at the both of them.
Garrick will wave back and hold up a pint towards you.
Azma does it too, but with like kind of the Excalibur face going on. Like, what the fuck is going on with those two?
Mm-hmm.
Daenerys
Well-
wigs.
Thanks so much, Daenerys. I really appreciate your helping me.
Well, absolutely. We're a pack after all. That's what packs do.
Yeah, exactly. We're a pack. I'm gonna go back to Wolfgang's house now and check on Cherry 2.0 and get kind of ready for tomorrow.
And I'm going to take our little buddy here back to the guild so we can get him some clothes.
Goodbye,
Okay.
new best friend. It was
Bye.
nice meeting you.
Bye. Ah. Rip it.
Bye.
Why did I say that?
Because they said farewell to you, and you don't want to be rude to somebody that helped you not be a frog anymore. Come on. We'll get you
Well-
taken care of.
Wolfgang, how have you been spending your your last day here?
Probably just getting prepared, getting like suit cleaned up, and
Spending time
You
with
know,
your boy.
yeah. He's going to leave 500 gold behind, in case anything should happen to him while he's out and about. He's going to tell Jamaat that he can spend it however he sees fit, but don't spend all of it.
Jamaat understands. Oh, you got it, sir. I'll make sure everything stays on shipshape.
Yeah, you can buy yourself something nice as well. You deserve it after all.
Oh, thank you, sir. I tend to agree, but I'm glad you agree.
Of course I do. And then he'll probably spend the rest of the time after he gets ready, just hanging out with his family.
All right.
I'll try and sneak back in at some point.
As you go to investigate Cherry 2.0, you see a little sprout coming up.
Yes.
A little sapling starting to form in your little garden.
Oh, I'm the best at this.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants if I'm allowed.
Sure.
Hey there, how you doing? Oh no, there's two of them now. What you're supposed to say is, hello, I am Cherry 2.0. Good try. Need better effort. Hello, I am Cherry 2.0. Yeah, close enough.
He looks out window.
T-Wig's just crouching down, looking at what seems to be a patch of dirt.
Now I know how Wolfgang feels. Yikes. Okay, well,
I'm just gonna water him, and then
they're like, okay, well, I'm leaving for a little bit. I'm going to tell the second Timry to water you. So if he doesn't water you properly, you need to tell me, okay?
Tupo.
I look down at the like the full anime, like hands on the ground, knees on the ground, looking down. I do that.
Oh god, okay. Alright.
I stand up and I go inside and try to forget.
All right, you all spend the rest of your day just prepping, packing, and the next day you head out to that dwarven stronghold where they will give you passage, and they ask you, okay, like where do you want to send, or where do you want to be sent?
We're heading out to Silver Rock.
They all kind of nod to each other,
Down
and
to Silver
they
Rock.
tell you to stand in the center of the circle, and they send you off there as the ethereal curtain rises up around you and drops down. You're in a bright room. It seems to be carved out of marble as you look around you. And there are some... all the soldiers around here are in silver plate. A lot more humans than there were where you left. They all stand at attention and give kind of like a salute to you.
Nod. Okay, it's really official. Not used to the official.
Yes. An emissary walks forth. He doesn't wear like the full helmet, so he must be somewhat in charge because he doesn't have to wear the uncomfortable bullshit that the others do.
Hello, welcome to Silver Rock. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Azma just nudges. Oh my god, I almost called you Dupree. Jesus.
I'm here now. Hello. It's me, your boy.
I'll train it out
I
there
nudge
for a bit.
Wolfgang. Just just give him this in the side.
We are here on a diplomatic mission from Dragon's Rest. We are supposed to be accompanying the royal family of Dragon's Rest for some peace talks.
Of course. Names, please. I have some that I am expecting.
Wolfgang Connolly.
Connolly checks out.
Azmo.
Azma also checks out.
Denier.
Last name
Highwind.
also
Although I
checks
don't
out.
go by it much anymore.
Well,
Oh.
I'm just following procedure, and you...
Oh, I get you.
T-Wig.
T-Wig. I thought that was a misspell, but I guess that's true. Okay. All checks out. Welcome to Silver Rock.
He gestures towards a door. It swings open, and you look out at a small mountain range behind you, or through the doors. There's a road that leads down towards the town of Silver Rock. It's not a small town. I'd call it kind of a medium town. It's definitely bigger than Amber Glade.
Say it's a couple thousand people big.
I'd say maybe 1,000 people.
Okay, not bad. NB.
Yeah. It's got plenty of space for you to wander around. There's a nice bustling town, and there are silver statues and things like that everywhere, especially as you wander down towards the center of town. There's a large silver statue of a paladin wielding a hammer.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Yep.
At the base is written Kench's, the Hammer of Justice.
That's what kind of just thinks in his head. Oh boy, this guy. Who can forget?
Yeah, the town is a bit bustling more than it normally would be, as there are many military people of different uniform. There's some of the gold of the capital, but then there's some familiar ones from the north. You got that blue and silver look from some of the soldiers wandering around, making sure that everything's in ship shape. In this town, there's a shopping district, there's a tavern, an inn. At the very top of a hill to the north of town, leading back towards the Maw, which you can actually see parts of from here, is the Kench Manor, where the Baron stays.
Here a couple days early. Where's a good place to? Do we have a official place to stay as official guests, or do we gotta find our own location?
I'm afraid I was not given such information, sir.
On location it is. Good thing we got here early, boys.
Well, if you can give me about a space of about 100 square foot, I can take care of all that.
Excuse me?
Didn't you just smile at Azma?
There's plenty of space in the fields outside of town if you wish to camp. I know some of the travelers have decided to do such.
What's going on with you? What's going on with that? Oh, okay. All right. Show me, Catman.
Okay. Then Denier is going to lead Azmo outside of town.
All right.
I guess we all
Denier
go.
leads you all outside of town. As you wander through, the cobblestone roads seem nice and smooth. Like, they aren't all bumpy as they are in some places, even in Dragon's Rest, especially after the tremor. The people seem friendly. There's a lot of people bartering in the market square. As you walk through, continue to walk through town square, you notice off to the side there is what looks to be a station with several stakes and lots of ashes about it. Like stakes sticking out of the ground that look like they'd be used for pyres.
Oh.
Denier eyes it worriedly as he passes.
The tavern is kind of across the center of town. There's a lot of people over there having drinks out on the outdoor area. Seems like there's some people drinking on the inside, but it's a relatively warm day this far north, and people tend to be sticking outside for the most part. As you continue down through, you get out past the center of town where you're starting to reach more of the cottages. And you step out into, as you get past some of the farmland around here, into a bit of a open field area. It's about a quarter of a mile outside of town center.
All right, so Denier's going to find a nice place about at least about 100 square feet, and he's going to make sure that everybody's outside of. He's going to make sure that everybody's behind him. He's going to begin casting, and after about 10 minutes of casting, from the ground up begins to materialize a 2-story black tower made out of black stone brick.
What?
Go ahead and click that spell.
What?
Galdur's Tower? Oh, is this a Xanathar?
No, this is the secret lab of Quilesh.
Oh, right. Oh, shit.
And as he casts it, he opens the door, the large, glossy red door, and inside is a lounge.
A farmer who's working a field, like tilling a field out here, just kind of like looks up and swipes his brow. Tarnation! He has that accent, because why not?
Well,
That is freaky magicians, man.
You
golly.
You have no idea how long it took me to get the spell just right, and how much money I spent getting it ready.
You don't like, aside from food, you don't ever need a house again.
Nope. And he leads everybody inside, where downstairs there's going to be a lounge with couches, armchairs, and side tables, footstools. Towards the back, there's a ladder leading up to a hatch, and all across the inside of it is arcane runes, very similar to the runes that Ramses has. But they're slightly different. All along the top, and on the second floor is a study with, according to the spell, desks, books, bookshelves, parchment, ink, and ink pens. Welcome home while we're traveling.
I love it. Azma just walks in, just drinking it in. He could not believe.
This is so cool.
I'm gonna sit on a couch.
This is very nice. Very nice.
The couches are comfy.
I can customize the tower depending on how I like. I can create a bedroom. I can create I can create a dining room, a kitchen, a lounge, a washroom, or an observatory, or just an empty floor. I figured we'd want the study and the lounge today.
It's a hell of a place to hold up, but not bad. You can even entertain guests. Oh my.
Indeed.
Hmm.
I'm glad you like it. And Daenerys settles down on the couch. And he just relaxes for a few minutes.
Oh, so what are we going to do until the meeting?
Let me go get a lay of the land, figure out who all those guys in guard outfits were from. Make sure none of them are up to no good.
Oh, yeah. No bad guys.
Exactly. We already have one. He's me.
Yeah, you should still go to jail.
Azmo, that takes Azmo back for a second. Azmo's just like,
I'm just saying, based on the information I have learned, you are a criminal, criminals are bad guys, and criminals go to jail.
No.
That's
There's
right.
a lot of, but up north, it's illegal to be born with magic. Are they criminals? There we go. Yeah, see? Gotcha.
Two-Egg just tilts their head, kind of confused.
Not everybody that breaks a law is a bad person, T-Wig.
Maybe a little bit. Like a skosh, just like a little bit.
he's just doing a tiny little thing with his fingers.
Like a little bit.
You are.
Oh.
It depends on... It all depends on the person and why they're doing it. Technically, when we went through... when we went to the north, we broke law by entering the lands without going the route. Are we bad people for doing it?
I guess not. This is all really confusing.
I just kind of scratch my head.
Yeah,
Morality.
law's weird sometimes.
I guess, yeah.
You guys continue to plan out your day as we pull back from the black brick structure with a noticeable crowd gathering outside of it now that it's appeared. And this is where we will end the session for today.
Yay!